in third place, taking on Boston.
Yeah, it's really, you get down to the bracket play now, and both of these teams, it's almost like a clean slate from the pool play, especially when you get down to the teams that did not do so well in pool play. So I'm interested to see how they can shake off the pool play results and get ahead in these bracket games.
Emma Jeremio got dinged with the penalty there. They're sent back 10, and they're going to get hit with another one. So starting off this one, Ike, with a little bit too aggressive there in the rucks. Back 10 get dinged twice, and actually going to choose the scrum here is try to flex their muscles a little for Boston.
Yeah, I like this call. As you mentioned, it gives them a chance to flex their muscles a little bit, and it gives them a chance to look into the one-on-one matchups on the edges as well. It opens up the field because you've got players condensed into the scrum. So I'll be interested to see what Boston can pull from this.
Orlando squad again has a strong feeder system coming out from University of Central Florida. Over half the team with players on that squad. Let's see what they've got here. Quick tap coming in. Here comes Balance off to the left-hand side, but no advantage gain, says the referee, as that one was dropped. And a penalty attempt coming here. Let's see what they decide to do. It'll be Julia Yoder, the captain, with the tap off to the right-hand side. Spins it out there to Woolley. Dishes it back now. Here comes Yoder. Still 5 meters out, dragging defenders with her. Strong tackle there from Vanessa Surge. Out the back, they'll spin it over to the right-hand side. Hard step, here comes Cullen off to the left. She gets denied as well. Strong defensive effort here in the first couple of minutes. Boston flirting with the try, though, on the outside. Another great tackle slung to deck. Here's the pick and go around the edge. Kate Balance takes it in and gets 5 on the board for Boston.
Great showing from Balance. Saw the space just around the fringes of the ruck. Oftentimes, when you're deep down in the red zone, essentially, players like to flood the rucks a little bit more and you can get caught honeypotting. And as a result, Balance exploited the space of the defenders that might have been ball watching slightly at the ruck. She did a good job doing that. Boston in a place that they might not have been in the pool stage. They're going to go up and they're going to lead this game as we watch Balance put that ball down once more.
It's just the one mistake there, but Boston took their first possession, took them a couple of phases, and they were able to hammer it home. You take a look at their schedule there. Again, 3 tough losses. Phoenix, they was their closest match, their first one, 7-21. The Scion Sirens took them down 61-0 in their final pool play match. Here come the Griffins, though, over the midfield stripe. Another beautiful offload to keep things moving. Cycle this one back, try to find some space on the left-hand side, and it's Perkins with it around the corner. But a good tackle from Emma Cullen stifles him there at the midfield line. Off to the left. A lot of pick and goes here and keeping things in tight for Orlando. We're over midway through the first half of action. Again, you can catch up with all of the scores and scheduled results and everything on Turnify. Download the app or visit it online for all the latest scores. Off to the right-hand side, now come Orlando. Big-time tackle back behind the gain line by Liz Sykes. Strong work, and she continues to wrestle this one down. Great effort there. Sophia Peach could not get away, but in the end just didn't let go enough. They'll get dinged for the penalty. Quick tap from Jennifer Fasano out of Cape Coral, Florida. She gets brought to deck. Off to the left, there's a little bit of space there. Lindsey Perkins, Cleveland, Ohio native, just knocks it on there. Advantage being played. Off to the right-hand side, beautiful little dummy. Here comes Boston again. Emma Cullen gonna take this one the distance over the 22-meter line, but she's getting knocked down from behind. Big-time chase here from Jeremio. At the line, over and in. The final effort and full exhaustion there for Boston as they score try number 2.
Brilliant score from Boston. It seems like the theme of today has been the dummy. What a brilliant show and go that we witnessed. Allowed Boston to break the line and then As we were mentioning, Tim, it's defender, but what a great physical effort to get over the line. One more roll, which she's allowed to do, and she put the ball down. And Boston go up 2 scores. As we take a look at it once more, look at this. Whew, see you later. Sells 2 defenders, in fact. And from there, it was a foot race. Great work from Orlando to get back. Skripchanski was able to get there, but it wasn't to be enough.
Yep. 23-year-old showed great tenacity and effort there to try and get down and make the try-saving tackle. Skripchanski, but could not make it, and that one didn't go 10, so we'll bring it back up to the midfield stripe here for a quick tap. 30 seconds left to go. Boston is 0-3 on the day, looking for their first victory. The 4 seed taking on the 3 seed Orlando. Orlando looking to have something to say with this result coming up now. There's another pick and go for Lindsey Perkins. A little stranded that time. Got bailed out by the referee's whistle. Believe not rolling away the call there, fully releasing. Now they're off to the right-hand side with plenty of room to spare. Beautifully worked into the arms of Sophia Peach. She gets denied about 10 meters out. Cycle this one back. Final play of the half here. Big time collision in the center of the pitch. They're able to jar that one loose. And Boston's back in possession. Quite see the tackler there, but that was a big time tackle. Come around the corner. That one hit, then eventually rolled forward. Started off backwards, says the referee. It's taken into contact by Liz Sykes. Rachi spins it back out, center of the pitch now. In final play of the half. Let's see if Boston can take it 80 meters or they're just going to boot this one out into touch. 4th match of the day. So let's take a little break here. Up by 10. Boston in a great position.
Sir, we got the ball.
We'll take a quick break and come back with the final 7 when we return.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Matyas is
Yes.
sporting director for somebody. All right, here we go. Back and ready for more action here from Madison, Wisconsin. Tim Wilkes and Ike Wrigley taking you through all the action. Right now, it's all Boston here in this Cup quarterfinal, or excuse me, Bowl quarterfinal. Quick tap coming here. I'll spin this one off to the right-hand side. Orlando been stifled in the first half. They're looking to get those gears cranking now. Big skip pass up over the top has them losing meters off to the right-hand side. Chansky gets wrangled down eventually. Native of Brunswick, Maine, the 23-year-old has that one ripped away, and the penalty earned for Boston. we've seen quite a bit of that, just not quite the tenacity we expect here from Orlando to start this one off, Ike.
Yep, certainly. Oh, forward pass, unfortunately, there. But, yeah, I've been slightly disappointed by Orlando. I thought they were going to be quite a dark horse after their win against the All Blues. Then they went down to HEB. But they need to show something else in this second half. Boston have come to play. I mentioned earlier that, now it's bracket play. It's a clean slate from the pool play. And Boston have shown that. And they're on the front foot. They're attacking. And Orlando, they need to get themselves into it here.
Previous try scorer from earlier today, Julia Mortellaro, number 14. Back there for Orlando. We'll see if she's able to get her hands on it. This one does go straight through the alley there, so it will come back out and we'll have another scrum. Thank you so much for joining us. I thank all of our sponsors, Pickle Juice. We had Big Phil in the show last night there with the boys from Next Level Rugby. Great work from all of our directors, everybody, cameramen out here getting it done in the heat in Wisconsin. It's been a beautiful day though, mid-70s, not a lot of wind, and just this tremendous pitch back here on field 2. It's been a great day, Ike. Some terrific rugby, and we're looking to finish it up strong here with the bowl quarterfinals.
It certainly has. It's a great deck to play on. As you mentioned, we had some great games. We saw the Chicago Lions B-Track get up in the end over Phoenix. That was a brilliant game at the death. And in general, just a great day of rugby.
A little bit of a no-look there, but we're going to get hit with the penalty. Intentional knock-on coming there for Jennifer Fasano. And just as it looked like they might be able to catch their bearings a little bit, Orlando have to play the next 2 minutes with a player down. They'll spin this one off to the left-hand side, does Boston. Aaron Woolley gets it moving, hit the deck. Julia Yoder scoops it back up, though. Did not go forward, said the referee, and they're able to keep pushing, surge close to the midfield stripe. Back to the left-hand side now. As that yellow card comes in, only a couple minutes left at full strength for Orlando. They have to keep this scoreline the way it is if they want to be able to come back once they get there. Off to the left again, Yoder with the offload, but can't quite find it, ends up getting knocked on, and it'll go to touch. A positive there for Orlando as they'll get the line out and a chance to kill a little bit of the clock.
Just couldn't link up with the winger there. They had space as the Orlando defense was sucked into the middle and the near side closest to our camera. So there was space out wide, just couldn't link up with the hands.
Put in here for Surridge. Again, in a little bit of trouble getting these through here in the scrums. A terrific day of action. I want to say a special thank you to all the referees, referee coaches that have traveled out here to help make this tournament what it always is, a top-notch display of American rugby talent. And here we go again, Orlando. Short-handed, but it doesn't matter. Getting chased down from behind is Emily Rahija. Rahija tries to sling this one back behind. Nobody there for it. Has to release, and it's scooped up there in the back by Liz Sykes.
Another clean.
Great job to turn the offense into defense. Actually, I think that was Irachi, number 1, with the big-time steal, but it's back in the hands of Orlando. They had space here on the outside. Left that one there, and it's scooped up by Lindsey Perkins. They need some points here. Looking for the short-handed try. Tried to fling that one backwards during the tackle, but the strong tackling effort jars it loose. Yoder on the outside gets it out there to Arce, and Arce taking it the distance. Going to be chased down from behind. Sophia Peach with the incredible effort knocks it out of her hands and saves the try.
What a chase down tackle from Peach. Thought Archer was away for all's money. But wow, what a chase down. As we look at the replay again, there was tons of space. We can see the number 11. She's 2 players in. 2 players on the inside. Wasn't even the closest player. She makes the chase down, gets the tackle. And it's going to be a line out for... it's going to be a scrum, actually. for Orlando.
Beautiful effort on both sides of the pitch. You see the two players coming back on. I do think that brings Orlando back to full strength. Orlando, the 15 seed, taking on Boston. Get this one through. This time, Boston's able to surge forward enough to be in possession. It was last touched by Boston. So here comes Orlando with the quick throw. To contact. Under 1 minute. They have to strike quickly if they want to be able to have an opportunity to tie it back up and get their second. Boston has been incredible on the defensive end, barely allowing them into the other half of the pitch, and it's just like that. Liz Sykes hawking the ball down and making the big time tackle. 2-on-1 on the near side, but Sykes does just enough to slow it down and make that one trickle out into touch.
What a display from Boston. A team that went 0-3 in pool play with some heavy losses to the Lions and Scion. So what a response. What a way to come back from those 3 losses and blank Orlando if it stays the way it is.
Called it. It was a 61-0 loss their last time on this pitch. But boy, great work from their coaches. Deanna Nash must have had some massive words there between matches as they have really turned the tides and look like a fully different squad here against Orlando. Beautiful take off the line out the back. Kenna Flynn starts the charge. Great work to make the tackle behind the game line there for Orlando. Big collision again. Great hit. I think that was Perkins coming up and laying the boom. Jarred that one loose and caused the turnover.
Okay. 2 orange subs. 11, 12 orange. Off. And
Just
6
enough
blue.
time for a couple more subs here as we finish off this final match of the day for these two tough squads. Like, we've seen a ton of rugby. We've seen lots of points. Not too many shutouts. We'll see if Boston can complete that one here in the final moments.
No, 9, no.
Great work to pull that one out the back. Hepburn spins it across, keeps things moving, but it's coughed up there from Mortellaro. Scooped up out the back here. Test Downs spins it along. Holy. Bounce pass, finds his target to Campo. No more advantage needed. They've got numbers on the outside. Devon Robinson turns on the jet, steps away from the final defender, and brings it home. Devon Robinson scores try number 3 for Boston.
Very nice from Boston, a great try. What I loved is when they went wide is how they were able to turn the defenders' hips in towards the ball and away from the players on the wing. It meant that once the pass did get wide, there was going to be no stopping Boston in the corner.
Opportunity for the kick here from the near side. Not an easy one, and Foley not able to put that one through, but that is it. A 17-0 score. One final look at a couple of tries here, Ike.
Yep, congratulations to Boston. What a brilliant way to erase their pool play and get the win.
Fantastic stuff, and we've still got plenty more action coming your way. 3 more matches on the docket. Life West taking on the Colorado Grey Wolves when we return back to Madison, Wisconsin. Hello again. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're back for more action here at the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships. Pool play is in the books. It's time for the Bowls quarterfinals. The Colorado Grey Wolves taking on the Life West Gladiatrix. Tim Wilkes up in the booth alongside Alicia Washington. And Alicia, we've got a great one on our hands here. Two tough squads. Didn't quite expect to be here. Two WPL legacy teams.
I think this would have been a surprise for both these teams. Just very storied rugby cities that they're coming from. Of course, they both have sister cities playing in the Legacy Cup later on this evening. I believe we'll hear Wendy on those comms. But yeah, both of these teams would have been maybe disappointed to end up in the bowl bracket and not going for the cup. I know they're going to play their hearts out either way, and you can see that in the opening minutes, how quickly both these sides want to play.
Colorado Grey Wolves, Hannah Tennant with it. With the offload here, she now gets the return pass. Takes it into contact again. Strong tackle there on the outside. Now the Grey Wolves in the maroon and black and gray there. And on Life West here in the all-white jerseys. Another big-time tackle. Good hit there from Toia. Brought her down. Still Grey Wolves in possession, holding strong here through the first couple of minutes of action. A little bit stranded that time, and too much so, as the penalty is going to be earned there. And Toia with the quick tap, and she is back on the front foot for more. That one through the hands and did go forward, says the referee. And so we'll have our first scrum of the match over to the Grey Wolves. Take a look first at the Life West road to get here. They did have the one victory, 31-5 over Philadelphia, but Washington Athletic Club a little too tough, and even the Harlequins with a surprise win there on the Grey Wolves side. 0-3 on the day, 50-0 earlier, and had a couple tough losses, Alicia, but everything to play for here. Anything can happen once we get to these knockout stages.
Yeah, I think it's just really important to know the teams grow throughout the day, and sometimes it can be really challenging to come into a new tournament with a younger squad. Grey Wolves not having the results they wanted earlier. As you said, they did go 0-3, and their point differential is sitting at a -100. So hopefully they can grow into this bowl bracket and find some more like-for-like competition.
Most of the possession here in the first few moments, but right now, here come Life West trying to push their way down the pitch. They are inside the 22-meter line and looking to strike for the first one of the match. Around the corner they come, and the numberless player is going to score the first try of the match. And Life West, just like that, on the board, up by 5.
And this is classic Life West play here, working it through the hands, also showing their physicality, but showing their athleticism to go along with that. Beautiful strides from the outside. Apologies, we do not have a number on this jersey, therefore do not have a name, but this is the start that Life West would have wanted.
It's no good.
Isabella Vasquez off the mark.
From the base here, see the ball doing the work. Defenders just attacking. Great hands on the outside that could have gone forward pretty easily, but we find a way to catch it, and Life West finds a way, dot it down in the center to give their teammate the best chance at the kick. Kick is missed, so we're looking at 5-0 heading in Life West direction.
10 seconds to kick.
Great start there. Again, majority of the possession there for the Grey Wolves, but they could not crack the code of this Life West defense. Now an opportunity to get things back going again. Oia sends that beautiful kick just over the 10-meter line, and they're able to corral this one and get possession on for another attack. Through the hands they come. There's our try scorer. Left that one down. Did not fully release, though. I think kept her palm on the ball the whole time.
I think something that Life West would like to add into their attack, maybe a bit more depth. This could be in their game plan. You know, I'm not in their huddle, but their attack there just seemed so flat. It was hard to have options, hard to have support running off of you, and really easy to just catch the ball pretty stagnant.
Take your time.
Bring the training staff on just to make sure she's able to keep things going for Life West here. 1-2 again on the day, just a negative 14-point differential. So it shows just how close some of those matches were. A couple of big-time victories. Washington Athletic Club has been tough all day long. Again, that real surprise victory from the Dallas Harlequins that were able to help them get into the second round. Two teams from Texas punching their ticket. Not too often we see Colorado and California both back here in the bowl. But Colorado Grey Wolves, again, a tough day. They had the 12 points and made a tough match there, 24-12 against the Oregon Jesters. But in the end, it was a difficult one. There's still a lot to play for here. We're about midway through this match. And so far, Alicia, you just got to give it up to all these players putting forth the full effort here in the national championship tournament.
Yeah, they're putting really everything into these games, and it's always so interesting to see how teams use their injury time. Let's have one more look at this penalty. Just catching the ball pretty flat, but also the defender defending pretty high, ends up a bit of an injury, as we can see, as we have time off. Player welfare is always a top priority for teammates, officials, coaches, training staff. Let's make sure she's okay. It looks like we're ready to restart here with a scrum to the attacking Colorado side.
Mark's here.
It will be the Grey Wolves with the put in to this scrum.
Fine. Set.
The referee makes the call. Back through. Nicely done there by Colorado. Blatnick spins it off to the left-hand side to get things moving for the Grey Wolves. Went backwards, says the referee. Scooped up in the back. Alakumni puts it through and takes it the distance, and just one mistake is all it takes for Life West to make them pay.
Tim, as you might know, you cannot make pressure. You cannot make diamonds without pressure, and that pressure in the defense was everything that allowed Life West to find a diamond, just coming up on defense, getting into the catcher's eye line, having that second of hesitation is what led to that knock-on, that errant pass. Well, Colorado couldn't quite handle it, and that just leads to an easy try. We can see how it all built up from this scrum here. Colorado having good hands through the attack, but one defender just coming up, creating a shooting opportunity, leads to a turnover, and that's easy points headed for Life West.
Big time try again there for Angie Ulakunmi. Takes the distance, and now with about a minute and a half left to go. Last kick was a beauty there from Toia. This one does not land in touch, so we'll have a quick tap here, center of the pitch here for Riley Blatnick. She'll spin it off to the left-hand side through the hands of Spencer. Big time collision. Unable to break the gain line again. Ball was out, and right there is Toia for the tackle. Beautifully done. Bit of a dummy, opens things up in the center. They're right there. Liapai with the tackle, but not rolling away the call. So the Grey Wolves will have an opportunity. Under a minute left to play. Big stiff arm coming in from Kristen Berkmeyer. Gets the offload as well. Inside ball, keeps things moving over to Rebecca Crawford. Now the Grey Wolves. A little bit of space there, but beautiful defense. Isabella Vasquez just snuck her way into the passing lane and poached it out of the sky, and now she shoves a couple would-be tacklers away over the 22-meter line. Testing her own legs all the way through for the try. Isabella Vasquez.
Life West is running an absolute clinic for us, how to turn defense into attack, into a try. 2 tries coming from just cherry pick, easy turnover opportunities. They're letting the attack play, letting the attack just have the ball a bit, play, just to take it from them at the last minute. And 2 opportunities turned to 2 tries and 3 tries in Life West direction, with them making their first kick of the first half. And you'd think this was a clip for Colorado, but no, this ends up as a clip for Life West, just seeing their prowess. Let's see if they can carry it into the second half. Another 7 minutes coming up in this bowl quarterfinal.
message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
We're back for the final 7 minutes of action here in this bowl quarterfinal matchup between the Colorado Grey Wolves and the Life West Gladiatrix. Tim Wilkes along with Alicia Washington coming to you live. Alicia, MLR commentator, NCR, director of women's rugby. So thankful to have here. It was a good first half, Alicia, but Life West put on a clinic, and it's excellent to see them finally get that done today.
Yeah, a beautiful first half from the Life West Gladiatrix. They're just so steady in their attack. You could tell that they might come from some rugby backgrounds, some rugby families, and there's just such a great program up there in the San Fran area. You can tell I'm an East Coaster because I've heard everyone from the West Coast calls it SF, not San Fran. But look at them, just so comfortable in their attack, able to work the ball from side to side, and just showing us how easy it can look.
Strong work there, a little discombobulated off the back, but all it takes is one quick step, and Bowie is able to finally break that gain line. Tries to flip that one back with the backhanded. Could not find its target, and here we go for the Colorado Grey Wolves. Noella Bear dishes it off. Riley Blatnick gonna take it the distance and try number one on the board for the Grey Wolves.
Colorado saying, anything you can do, I can do better. The source of this try coming from a turnover from Life West, and that's how we saw two of Life West turnovers in the first half. Colorado, the one capitalizing this time, not ending up with the extras, so that's 5 points in Colorado's direction, heading right out of the sheds into the second half with a bang.
Blatnick got the try, now puts the kick back down there. Shout out to Noelle Bear. Not going to be brought down by just one player. Now she puts her body on the line and makes that big-time tackle against Kovac. Here come Life West again. That ball was out, but they're able to retain possession out the back. Laura Prado, good job helping to retain possession there. Now off to the left-hand side. Here's Kovac again. She knocks it on, and Colorado getting a little bit of life here. Already the one try, now down by 12. And in a great attacking position to maybe get another.
Sucking a bit of life out of this Life West side. Colorado's living on all the errors from the Gladiatrix here. We saw that last try coming from an errant turnover, now possession coming from a knock-on into a scrum to Colorado possession. I'm sure they're looking to add some more points, inch up from the 17-0. We're at 17-5, and what can they do with it next?
See if they can continue to make Life West pay for those mistakes. Back here to the near side. Pennick gets drilled by the numberless player again. Big time tackle. We saw her for the first try of the match. And that time, laying the boom again. They're able to retain possession through Allison Casey. Now they'll spin it over to the right-hand side. Dangerous pass. A little bit of risk there, but Trahan is able to scoop this one up. Lost about 10 meters in the process of that last phase. around the corner. Pennick couldn't penetrate. And now a big-time collision. There's Bear. This time she is brought down. Francesca Kovac has been tremendous on the offensive end. She's really getting after it now on the D. Here we go over the midfield stripe. The Colorado Grey Wolves are able to retain possession. They are still in this match. They need another try. Just got one a second ago. Fighting with everything they've got. Allison Casey, beautifully done. Every meter a struggle though. Ooh, dangerous pass, flicks that one back. Able to continue this one. Riley Blatnick not rolling away, going to be the call there. Player on the deck gets dinged for it, and that mistake turns into offense again. And here comes Riley Blatnick looking for the double try. Number 2 on the board for the Grey Wolves.
And this is where kicks become really important. And we might be watching the beginnings of a comeback. Coming out of halftime, we're at 17-0. 10-17 right now with kick incoming. Will they make it 12?
This one banks it home. The doink comes to fruition, and they extend that one and get a little bit closer, Alicia.
Yeah, Colorado just living on all of Life West's mistakes at the moment. Easy penalty for the referee to call. And then Blatnick just runs this one in. Easy try. There are chasers, but to no avail. Colorado coming ahead, 12-17. Just a try being the difference now, Tim.
What an incredible comeback on the line. Mentioned earlier, it's the mistakes kind of coming in from Life West, but they don't keep track of that. Doesn't matter how you get them. The victory is what is on the line here, and it would be huge for the Colorado Grey Wolves to be able to bring this one in. And shout out to all of our team trainers, administrator volunteer Janet Miramontes there for Life West, coached by Marshall St. Bruno Ferris.
Right here, Grey Wolves. Come on. Right, you good?
Takes a village, and that's really the beauty of club rugby out here, and nothing more on display than this beautiful pitch that we're playing on here from Madison United Rugby, really one of the finest complexes in the country, Alicia.
Absolutely beautiful complex. I had the joy of being there a month ago, just about. Shout out to Brad Dufek, my NCR director counterpart. Helps manage the facility, and it is truly, like the grass is so lush. It's a truly beautiful, beautiful facility. These players have the privilege of playing at.
So here we go, just a couple minutes left on the clock. Life West are not going to let up at all. Big time bump coming in, but it's going to be a penalty there on the Colorado Grey Wolves. Big skip pass over the top, trying to find some space here on the near side. Burst of speed, Lukunmi takes it through the gain line, and here they go again, back off to the left. Through the hands, over to the far side, there to Ibarra Prado. Lost that one forward though, just extended up over the head, so when she hit the deck, it did cough up and go forward. 10 seconds left, or excuse me, minute and a half left, says our referee, so still plenty of time. Down by 5, Alicia.
That is eons of time in sevens time.
Oh yeah.
And just so our audience knows, so the winner of this will go to the bowl semifinal tomorrow here in Madison. The loser will go to the Shield semifinal. So lots to play for and still end up with hardware. You prefer a bowl over a Shield, both of these teams.
Off your feet. Off your feet.
Bowl victory would be a 9th place finish in this tournament, and it would be a huge accomplishment for both of these squads. As we see a penalty there, not releasing, got the hands in it. And so another mistake. Chicago Grey Wolves do knock it on though. A little bit of time left, but Cassidy Silvas just couldn't hang on to it and secure possession back for the Grey Wolves.
March there on the line.
You just want both teams here to finish strong.
I have 30 seconds.
This would be a beautiful scoreline in Life West's favor. But also you could see, we all root for an underdog, and the ability for the Grey Wolves to claw back just really is a testament to how hard their side is working.
Leapai with it. She slings it off to the left-hand side, and here they come. Vasquez flings it out there, but it's off the mitts, goes forwards, and still
Match play.
Just enough time, says our referee. One final opportunity for Colorado.
And you do wonder what's going through their minds right now. You hear the big scrum call, and that's for both sides here. Last play, referee reminding both teams. But Colorado with possession, and just 5 points the difference between these two sides. Can they make it a true Cinderella story?
All on the line here. Lydia Sabo puts it in and out with ease. Trying to get around the corner. Here comes the loop, back with that beautiful little inside pass, hits Rebecca Crawford. Support arrives in time. They'll spin it off to the right-hand side. Hennick takes a big-time shot, but they're able to keep things moving. And they do have the late hit there. Maybe an offsides in it as well. Back 10 go Life West. Quick tap again by Zabo. Spins this one back and get drilled. Lose about 5 meters after the offload. Need to find some space. Try something around the edge, but another booming tackle from Francesca Kovac, but it's high.
I might have seen a card coming in there. You hear the double whistle from the referee.
Multiple penalties. We both thought it was coming, but here we go. Colorado still with life. Looking for one final converted try to take this victory. They were down 17-0 at halftime. There's a final tackle, jarred loose. And here comes Life West. They've got to do something with it. They need to make sure that reach is touched. The chase is on for Colorado. A fight till the end, Alicia, but in the end, Life West with the 5-point victory.
They certainly kept that game close, playing into the 17th minute. The game that's normally 14. What tiring work, but both sides do absolutely incredible work. How did we get here? The try that started off the second half, that changed the momentum into Colorado's favor. It wasn't enough in the end, with Life West coming out on top 17-12 in this bowl quarterfinal.
Great work for them. A couple of the bowl quarterfinals in the books. Coming up next, it's Chicago taking on Schuylkill River in the Men's Cup quarterfinal when we return.
From the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. Message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. Message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. Message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. Message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby. message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championships. Kurt Morath there in the distance. That means the Austin Blacks are on the pitch. Been a tough one for the Blacks. 0-3 on the day. Put up 14 points a couple of times there against the Tradesmen and the Barbarians, but just not able to get it done in the end. It's been a good day of rugby. I'm Tim Wilkes, taking you through all the action here with my man in the booth, Ike Wrigley. And Ike, for the Austin Blacks, they've got a couple MLR players building on top of what they had on the 15 side, but it just hasn't been enough so far. And then we look on the other side here for Apex. Out of the South, the number 1 seed out of there. Couple of close ones. They had the win against Mystic River, who surprisingly is in the bowl quarterfinals as well. But we'll see what they've got left up their sleeve. Here come the Austin Blacks. They're in the black with the gold numbers. Taking on here Apex in the mostly white jerseys. Apex ripped that one out of there. Now they're on the front foot. This one held up, a possible maul coming. They're able to bring it down quick enough there for the referee. Spin it back here to the near side. In the hands of Charles Ebert. He's going to take this one into contact, but wrong person to do that against as they just gets driven out into touch. Quick throw keeps things moving now here for the Austin Blacks. Into contact they come through the teeth of the defense there for Pelisuema Briez. And now a pickup on the far side. They're going to take this one all the way through. First try of the match coming here to the Austin Blacks.
Come on, Apex, let's go. You can do this. Come on, Apex.
Great work to get that one down and on the board first. Again, they put up some decent points against some of the squads, 14 points against a couple of different teams. They've got 2 MLR players. Keep an eye out for Alex Lopetti and Big Drake Davis lurking around the pitch. Take another look here. Speed around the edge on the outside. Too much for Austin as they take it the distance and get those first 5 points up on the board. Would be huge for them to be able to come home with the victory, their first of the day here on day 1. This one off the restart. It's scooped up here by Apex. And again, Austin's just going to hold this one up. It's moving. So the referee's going to let this one play. Lets them know the rule there. Great work from Apex. That's all they got to do, just keep this one driving and moving. Now it's got to be released and played on. Ron Young, shout out to him, just holding down the fort there for Apex inside. And here's a big time burst of speed. On the edge, they're going to be caught down from behind. Great tackle there Not enough white jerseys to get involved, but never released. Blacks shooting themselves in the foot that time, reaching over, and the try is scored by Apex. Karan Young, that's going to be Shane Waldwick, taking it the distance and getting it in for the first 5 for Apex.
Great try from Waldwick. He made the initial break, and then quick smarts from the penalty saw that Austin weren't back 10, and he just called them napping in general. Just quick smarts from him. And a good try for Apex to get on the board and into the game in this bowl quarterfinal.
Pick up and good. Let's take another look here.
Yeah, great play. Great play. Just managed to scythe his way through 2 defenders. And it was a great chase down tackle. The referee deemed that he did not release the Austin Black player, and then Waldeck, powerful, got the try.
Strong work here for the Austin Blacks, but Apex come right back with the try and the conversion now to take the lead. Knocked on there by Austin, so Apex back on the front foot with the advantage. Swim through a couple of tackles there. 40 meters away from pay dirt. They'll spin it out to the left-hand side. Big shove coming through from Apex as they surge their way forward. Another advantage being played. It looks like Austin was a little bit offsides there. There's our try scorer, Waldick. Tries to split the defense. Finds a charging Suznevich. They'll keep this one going. Another advantage coming. Speed on the outside here. Karan Young gets around the corner. He's going to be held up, though. Anthony Rice eventually loses him, and Karan Young is going to take it all the way. Tiptoes that back line. Good, says the referee. And try number 2 for Apex.
Karan Young's just showing off at this point, just tiptoeing the back line there. But this Apex team is dangerous from wherever on the field, whether that's in the middle. We saw that they sucked in all the Austin Blacks players there just because they attract. They're so dangerous with ball in hand. Team of hot steppers, but they run hard as well. So because of that, when they get the ball wide, of course, Karan Young still had a lot to do there. He was one-on-one with the defender. But they're just so good in one-on-one situations. We see him here. He's got so much to do. Puts that left arm out. From there, yeah, just great way to shrug off the defender and then finish.
Anthony Rice thought he had him there, and then you see the footwork there and the bright cleats. Just enough to throw that arm up there. Got the try that they needed off of that speed on the outside, and Karan Young, take a bow, sir. You've got your team in the lead. This one off the head. That counts. Play on. No advantage here for Austin, and they've got to come up with something from inside their own 22-meter line. Had the early try, but it's 14 unanswered coming from the boys from the South in Apex. Here we go again. Alex Lopetti, I believe, takes this one through all the way up to midfield. Lopetti, hooker back with the gold, and last year played with the California Legion. Bringing some experience to the squad, but going to have to come back for this one. They did step out, and so we've got a line out here back to Apex.
Side error from Austin. You saw Lopetti visibly frustrated with his teammate. Something they can't be doing 14-5 down. They were on the attack. They were looking good. I think they just need to settle into this game a bit more.
And just to throw it out there, Austin Blacks, the 16 seed coming into this one. They were the number 2 seed, but kind of fell into that. They were actually the number 3 seed, but the Dallas Harlequins used an ineligible player in the second tournament. So in the end, it's Austin Blacks that are here in the Nationals, and they are looking to improve on that number 16, still looking for their first win. A lot to play for here as we go into a little bit of extra time here in the first half. Apex still struggling with it. They are unable to get it out of there clean, but a penalty is going to be given, and a little bit of chatter as well is going to send them back another 10 with the yellow. Haley off the pitch now, Ike, and things starting to unravel a bit for Austin.
Certainly. Unravel, yeah, it's perfectly described. You saw they were frustrated earlier and they're taking their frustrations out again. Can't be doing it. It's been a tough day, 3 losses on the bounce. But I've said in other matches, bracket play is a time for you to recollect and just, especially for the teams that didn't do too great in the pools, forget about all of that. You've now got silverware to play for, no matter what seed you currently are. And you can't be doing that. It's a silly yellow card.
And we see the frustration there from Joshua Williams there on the deck. And now it's a player disadvantage into extra time. We'll see if the little exclamation point here coming from Jesse Hamilton around the edge. Gets dragged down from behind into touch. Flag goes up, and that will do it for the first half of action. It was the Blacks on the board first, but 14 unanswered from Apex have them in a great spot with a player advantage back into the second half. We'll step aside with more when we return.
I'm interacting with the players too much.
Message from the rugby universe. America, get in the game! It's time the sleeping giant of rugby got off the sideline and into the action. But like all big jobs, you'll need the right tools. Go to worldrugbyshop.com for boots, jerseys, shorts, and scrum caps. Everything you'll need to rock and roll. Get the right kit for playing and training, plus the finest selection of official supporters gear from around the globe. worldrugbyshop.com, America's home for rugby.
Hello again and welcome back, rugby fans, to the 2026 USA Club Rugby Sevens National Championship Tournament. Last match of the day here on Field 2. If you're still with us, we thank you so much for hanging in there. Tim Wilkes and Ike Wrigley taking you through all the action. Ike out of Lindenwood University has been fantastic here on the analysis, and Ike, 14-5, Apex really turned on the Jets as Austin Blacks kept with the mistakes.
Yeah, and that was compounded by the yellow card that Austin suffered towards the end of the first half. Force some back chat as we see Apex on the charge once again. So Apex has just got to hold the ship for the moment, get to 7 men, and go from there.
They come again. Trox, the vice captain, lost that one forward. So unfortunate knock on there.
Right here.
As we sit, and it'll be Austin Blacks put into the scrum. Here for Apex on the day, 1 and 2, had that victory against Mystic River, the #1 seed out of the pool. To start this one off, things looked bright and clear, but Belmont Shore kicked it into gear. They took them down 24-12. And then the Austin Huns, last year's 16 seed, also took them down as well, but they were very competitive. 3 matches and only a -19 point differential on the other side for Austin Blacks. It's been a tough one. Again, the big 41-7 loss against last year's national champions did put a big dent in that score line. They still have a lot of talent on the pitch and are fully ready for more action. They've got a Hall of Fame Kurt Morath, coach on the sideline as well. Tongan international. So they've got the experience. Let's see if they can put it together. It was just too many mistakes, but really, Ike, they're right in this match. They were dominating early on.
Yeah, they certainly were. And as you mentioned, Tim, they have the talent to get back into this game. You know, it's a club with lots of 15s pedigree. And as we mentioned as well, they are here because Dallas fielded an ineligible player. That's nothing to take away from this team. They still did everything that they could to get here. They still have a lot of talent, so don't count them out just yet. They're still very much in this, and they're still very much in it to secure potentially 9th in this tournament.
Send this one out into touch. Sub coming on there. I believe that was Benson Salem knocking that one out into touch. Right now here will be Joshua Williams with the throw. Austin looking to get back into this match, but it's tipped backwards. Beautifully done. The big man, Miles Paris, gets up high and swats it back to his squad. Full speed Davis. Like a bolt of lightning, unfortunately directed up into the head area there. Davis 6'4", 250, just lurking on the outside. Wow, coming in hot. But here come Apex again with the lead. There's the try scorer from earlier. Seems Apex is going to bring this one all the way through. Number 1, taking it the distance. And just as it looked like the Blacks might be able to get things going here in the second half, that one-man disadvantage opens things up for Apex.
And I think that's been the story of the game, Tim. I think you've summed it up perfectly. Just as the Austin Blacks have looked like they're going to get into gear, they've just faltered slightly and they've stuck in first or second gear. Credit to Apex. They've certainly played a great game so far, and they've capitalised on their opportunities. They've capitalised on the yellow card, and they have scored some pretty good tries, just like that break there.
Shane Waldick puts that one through as we take another look at a third try for Apex.
Yeah, very nice. Just hard running. Really hard running. But great play from Susnevich, I think it was, who was on the ground and popped it all up right into the running arms of number 1. You got to be pretty powerful to break 2 defenders at this level. So good play from Apex.
Shane Waldick scored that first try. Using a little mustache magic to send that one perfectly over the 10-meter line. A little discombobulated there, trying to swing this one back to the center, but they eventually do so. Full pace here for Apex, and an opening on the near side. Around the corner they come, and it's another try. Miles Paris faked it, popped back up, and he'll take it a little closer. Cheeky stuff there, but a 4th try for Apex.
That's sevens in a nutshell. If you want a playbook on how to score tries in sevens, especially off a restart, that's exactly how you do it. It was a perfect kick from Waldick. They reeled it in, swung it to the other edge, and then some great interplay, kept the ball alive with an offload, and then smart thinking as well. Didn't ground the ball, cheeky, as Tim said, but they get 2 points as well. So we see the ruck on the other side. It was scrappy, but it was, again, you know, you got to work it to the sides. You got to stretch the defense, and you got to hold your restarts. Restarts are so important at sevens. If you have a kicker that can put it on the 10-meter line every time, that is a massive asset. At this level, at nationals, essentially the majorities of teams can do it. But if you can win your restarts, that is vital, and it's going to mean so much in such a short game of sevens.
Beautiful tackle, but just before he hits the deck. Got to give a quick shout out. It was John Truax's correction there on the last try, number 11 for Apex. Got a release there, did not do so. They'll get dinged with that one. Jesse Hamilton did not release. Back to the left-hand side they come. Here comes Lopetti. Beautiful little fake, a little stranded though. And that is that in sevens, you got to make sure that you have the team continuity. The Austin Blacks just a little discombobulated out there, even with some incredible runs and incredible tackling now from Lopetti as well. Still sitting 28-5, and And Apex looking to turn on the Jets one final time. He's going to get caught from behind. Drake Davis just too quick. Playing the game, playing on the deck there as Davis gets hit with the penalty. See his unfavorable look there as they continue to play through. Apex, doesn't matter if they drop it, they'll kick pass. Doesn't matter if there's a penalty, they'll keep fighting, and here they come again. 28 points. The number 3 seed there out of their pool. They have played an excellent game of rugby. Lopetti beautifully on top of it. Oh, you got to give them that one. Had the full release and everything, but here come Apex. They're looking to put the final icing on the cake there, and the decorations are on the scoreboard. 33-5, now your score.
Let's go!
The Apex Avalanche in their second half have just absolutely turned the notch up to 100. Laying the boom, just scoring from all parts of the field. It's been very impressive to watch. There have been times in this tournament that Apex have just turned it on. All their games in the pool play were very close. They had the win over Mystic, and what a great win for them.
This will send them, they'll still be lurking for that 9th place position. They were not in the tournament last year, and so anything will be a great plant of a flag for them. As you mentioned it, second win on the day. First Mystic River, then Austin Blacks, taking down some perennial powerhouses for this Apex squad out of the South, kind of put together out of nowhere. Had ringers from all over the place, but Ike, it was a tremendous match. They just had too much power and pace all over the pitch. It was an excellent way to go, but here, take us through some of these tries scored by the boys from the South.
Yeah, they certainly did, and you watch the majority of these tries, a lot of them are just individual brilliance. Getting around the corner, they keep the ball alive really well. Powerful running lines, they're really athletic, this Apex team. So you mentioned a lot of them are from all over the place. They're an inaugural team, but they're just a bunch of players who are athletes that can play great settings.
Love that one. Drop the ball, doesn't matter. Perfect kick pass, perfectly on point, and you're able to score out of it, making something out of nothing. That is the name of the game for Apex. What a tremendous day for everybody with Next Level Rugby. For Ike, Wrigley here, Alicia Washington, thank you so much for watching this Next Level Rugby broadcast. We will see you back tomorrow.
Good job, Apex!